Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another Miniverse, Make It Mini Halloween. We are doing the vampire drinks today. If you're not familiar, if you're new to Miniverse, the seasonal ones, it tells you on the side which one you're getting. So printed on here, you'll see the drinks and the pomegranate and stuff like that, so you know it's the vampire drinks. The only exception to this is if you happen to find the ultra rare that I just did in the last video. But yeah, should be the vampire drinks. Let's get the wrapper off. I think this one is going to be rather fun. We have our vampire glass. Okay, so all the tables are the same basic shape, but this one looks like a spider web. The Corpse Bride was a little bit of a purplish gray color, and then the one before that I think was just plain purple. It's been a while since I filmed that one. And then the base has that twisty Tim Burton vibe to it. I think that's really cool. They always do fun seasonal tables. We also have our pomegranate, which I'm really excited to see. I think that's cool. We also have gummy fangs. So lots of new items. Adorable bat tray. Has its eyes indented or engraved. This is super cute. The mini post. Mad scientist vibes. And the resin that they put in this really cool blood bag. Hopefully it's easy to come out and not super messy. Also, why is this? Ah, it was a me problem. No, it's not a me problem. It is definitely crooked. I guess I'll deal with that later. Let's look at the instructions. I already looked at these ahead of time because they show you all the instructions on each sheet. And I like how they broke it down. So they tell you to do the drip around there and then cure it. Very smart. And then you're gonna fill it, but don't fill it all the way so you can see the drip. Add in some pomegranate seeds, add your fangs to the top of it, and then cure it. So that's a really simple build and should look pretty stinking cute. So let's clean up and build it. I think I did get that to lay flat. Super cute. Okay, let's look. Oh my gosh, these are neat. Do you guys keep these boxes and use them for like display? I have so many of them. Oh, huh, okay. Interesting. So the bottom of the goblet. Don't look at my nails, they look terrible. Look at the bottom of the goblet. It's shaped like a spider web. And what I think is extra cool is that around the rim here, it already has kind of like that drip marking. So I might just take a toothpick and literally paint all those little pieces that it's dripping down. I mean, you could just haphazardly do it, but since they already gave us nice little drip marks, I might try that. And I think we're gonna have some extra gummy fangs, which is cool. Let's try painting. I probably need a clean, toothpick. So let's do one at a time. I'm gonna put just a little bit. Ooh, you can't squeeze that very nicely, like at all. Oh, no, no! Okay, that's fine. We'll just cure the mat. That's why I put things on a mat. And let's try to paint. And of course it's like super runny. And it's not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. So there's that. Yeah, you're gonna have to do a couple layers and it's already running. I don't think it looks good. I'm gonna zap it real quick. Look how not good that looks. Like, it's not thick at all, so you can't trace those lines if you wanted to. And instantly, just that little section just instantly started flooding and spreading out, and it's almost clear. Can't even tell. So what you can do is keep going over that to layer it. I'm gonna do that just a little bit to see if I can get it to darken up. I just really thought it was gonna be more pigmented, so I'm gonna zap this. It's starting to look better just with 2 layers. That's 2 coats, that's 1 coat. It looks the same. What I've started doing, I was like, maybe I'll do this, where I just do like 1 drip mark at a time, zap it so it can't move, and then keep doing that. So I'm gonna do that under the light and see how that looks, because see, it's already running. The process of holding it upside down and just doing each individual one, and I cure it for about 10 seconds, then I'll do the next line, cure it for 10 seconds. It doesn't look as cool or as good as I thought it would look, because again, it's really thin, but we gotta work with it. So that's what we're going to do. And I'll come back when those are completed. I'm not exactly proud of these per se, but this one looks better than this one, I think, because you can see kind of just looks drippier. This one, I don't know. Let's start off with this one, since we like it less. We're going to add some resin, but not too much, because you don't want to take away from the sad little drips that we made. So maybe like that. Then we get to open this really cute pomegranate. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this. This is so cool. I don't think we're gonna need too many. Oh, and they do kind of separate nicely once you get them out. I also like this too because it might hide some of the bubbles that may come up. It's an up close view so you can appreciate how cool this looks. And they do kind of stick together, but then you could crumble them very easily. I am obsessed. Now I gotta decide how much I want in each one. And I need to look at it from the side too, because I might push some up against the glass so you can see them better. But because it's so much lighter than I was expecting, you may not even need to do that. So let me look at it from the side. So if you look at them from the side, you actually cannot really see them. But they are almost floating on top, so you can see them if you're looking down. So I'm gonna open these probably, I like how I think of concepts in the middle of talking. I almost think I should cure this, because if we put the fang in, isn't that going to sink? We don't want it sinking. You could cure the top of this and then put the smallest layer of resin on, drop a couple of these, and then cure it so it looks, you know, closer and it's not gonna sink. You're like guaranteed it's not gonna sink. Should we try one? These are very rubbery. This, I'm so scared. I think I'm going to go closer to my light, drop a couple of these, put this on top, and immediately freeze it. Actually, we're gonna experiment together. I don't wanna drag my light over here, but I have this one, it should work. So let's drop these two there, immediately freeze it. And it looks like it's not really, wasn't really going to sink, so maybe it would have been fine. But if you're super scared, you could always cure it. Add the small surround resin enough so that it's not deep and it's not gonna sink, and then do that. Now you can stick it under the actual light and let it dry. Cure rather. Let's do an experimental one. I'm gonna cure this. Then I'm gonna come back and do what I was just trying to explain. Put a real thin layer, add that, and add some of these, because I would love to be able to see these on top. And I could go back and fix the other one and do that. But yeah, we'll do two different ways so you can see, because that's what this channel is about, trying things so you don't mess up yours. In hindsight, I should have put a little less resin in there. but that is okay. Is that a giant air bubble? No. There is an air bubble in there, but it's small, and it almost kind of looks like one of the pomegranates anyways. So we're gonna let this run so it touches the side of the glass so it looks like it's all nice and level. Something like that. Then we're going to place this right down in the middle. Also, FYI, there's 3 leftover fangs, which is awesome. I think I also saw like a picture of someone putting it like closed on the side of the glass, you know what I mean? Like bent, like they come in real life. I'm just putting a ton in there. I'm gonna go ahead and cure that, and then we'll compare the two. While that's curing, and I know that I'm not gonna need more of the resin, I like to pick out a mold and then use the rest of the resin to make something. So we have the Corpse Bride resin and then the leftover of this. Maybe it'll be completely red because this is kind of a clearish, maybe grayish color. I'm not sure it's gonna show the two distinctively, but it's fun to experiment and see what it's gonna look like. So I'll show that as well. Here are the side by side. So this one is the one I cured, add a thin layer, and then drop stuff on top. So it kind of looks better from above than the other one. But this one you definitely can see the pomegranates in there, like a bunch at the bottom. So if you want it to show, you're gonna have to add quite a lot, and they do give you a lot, so yeah. And then there's the 2 different looks for how high you fill it up. Probably could have used a smidge more in here, but this one's a little bit too high, in my opinion. But it didn't look like this really sank at all. I mean, you can see it in there a little bit, but it still kept its shape up top. So hopefully that helps you decide what you think about this. But I'm going to now show you the little, what do you call it? I guess it's a bowl. It technically had like a handle on it, but we don't have any more of the handles. So I just use the mold, and it kind of makes it look like a vintage bowl, and I really, really like it. This was outside for 10 minutes like this, 10 minutes like that. I think these lighter parts are the resin, but they could be surprise air bubbles. We don't actually know. But I do let it sit on the counter for like at least 10 minutes or longer. And a lot of air bubbles do work their way up. I just threw that. I think I throw something accidentally in every single video. Let's put those back up. Okay, that's super cool. And there's a little bit of gold mica from the previous one, but I like how you can see through it, and then it has that really cool detailing on it. And let's see if I could find it. Can't even see it. Oh, there it is. There's 2 little holes there where the handle's supposed to go. This is from a really old lifestyle set, but I just use them as bowls because that's what they look like. And if you level them nicely, they're gonna lay nicely on the counter. So yeah, that's what I made with the leftovers, and I have enough that I could probably make 1 or 2 more. So that's what I do with extra resin, and then it's kind of like a fun commemorative piece from a certain series, so I'll know that this is the Halloween one. So leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the bowl and this build. If you have any helpful tips for anybody that is watching, please leave a comment below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.